Tyler Coleman. You're a hero right now to the studio, to the High Button Sports as a whole. Having you here and your energy, we're pumped to have you, big guy. How are you?
Thank you. Good. I'm good.
Thank you. How's life? I guess that's a
Jacked up for Christmas.
yeah.
Pumped for the World Juniors. My favorite time of the year. Like, not even remotely close to anything.
Is that Team Canada hoodie?
No, it's just hockey. Nike hockey.
You should have rolled with it. I would have believed you if you said yes.
Well,
Red.
Just
as hockey.
I should have.
It looks good.
Maybe we'll get some red electrical tape or something. Hockey Canada. Or we'll do a little Maple Leaf or something shit there. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I didn't even know Nike was still in the hockey game either. You
I think
know better than me.
just apparel, not
No.
because I think
Why would you make apparel if you don't make gear?
I think they own Bauer.
That's what I think. Yeah. Because the World Juniors, don't they always have like? I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's Bauer.
Well, they always have Bauer helmets, and they always got like Telus on the front.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Nonetheless, so right before you got here, see the back pole that's holding up the curtain, like 2 minutes before you got here, that fell down.
The whole curtain came down.
Half of it, half of the rod, and then also right before you, the mics were messing off on us. Just didn't know what was going on. Right before that, we had an announcement from the government of Nova Scotia saying that we can't work.
Yeah.
And then right before that, something else happened.
Well, we're setting up the tournament.
Yeah, but we're not going to get into that right now. And I'm getting a phone call from the girlfriend right now because I'm probably in trouble.
I see that. I mean, I don't know. Do you take it or?
Let's just take it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Well, I mean, I don't got to hear it. I just meant for your sake.
Okay, give me a sec here. Hello?
Hi, someone just knocked on the front door.
Someone knocked on the front door?
Let me go check it out.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was...
Oh, no, the podcast, he's here right now. I don't know what's... Okay, I'll go check it out. All right, bye. Okay, apparently someone's at the front door now.
You need.
So I'm gonna
take one of those
just give me 1
clubs.
second.
Yeah.
Take one of those clubs.
You guys can talk for a second.
How dare you say it? Like, what did you think of the call last night, though? That was bullshit.
I don't even know which one you're talking about. Let me
Exactly.
hear.
Well, did you watch the Bills?
I did, yeah.
So the no call and Diggs,
Oh, right, yes.
and then the
that's
call that bullshit in overtime. I'll tell you right now, yesterday was tough. Yesterday was a tough day.
This is Amazon delivery. I didn't know they made Amazon deliveries at
This
6. What do you want me to do?
Well, you know what? It gets dark and it always seems later than it is now. I hate that shit.
See, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do things like you know Jasper Goodwin. You know
Oh, yeah,
Jasper,
yeah.
so he's a
Play
big
football with
golfer. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
like we're trying to go to the simulators every day, not every day, but at least once a week at 6. You know it's dark, but you got to get out. You got to do something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out. You know?
Yeah. No, dude, I played so much golf this summer. I picked it up for the first time, bought a set of clubs, I don't know, maybe April last year.
Funny.
Not last year, this year. Played shit ton of golf, maybe like 30, 40 rounds this year.
Funny story. I'm sitting at Indian Lake on the patio having dinner with my girlfriend. I see you golfing
did you?
on the second hole there, right by the restaurant. And I go, can I go to my girlfriend? I'm like, can I just say hi to Tyler? She looks and goes, if you yell Tyler right now, I'm gonna. So I wanted to say hi so bad, but I couldn't just get Tyler. We had a great shot though.
The second hole is tough for me because I always feel like it's shorter than it is. I always end up short of the green. But I love it. I can't get enough of golf. Like I'm depressed now. 3 weekends in a row, I couldn't go do it.
It's brutal.
Where are you playing the simulators at?
Indian Lake.
I seen them there, but is it just the one?
3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I think it was my last round. I was like, "What's going on in there?" And she's like, "We got simulators." I was like, what?
Fantastic.
Nice little course, man.
Course. Oh, Indian Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the
For
simulators are great too. You can play California. You can play anywhere.
That's what I want to do. I'm definitely have to go out and do that because I didn't know much about them. But I thought if it was only one, I was like, "Shit, it might be hard to get in there." But 3.
Well, myself, I just started playing golf this year, and I'm not great, but I'm not shit either. And I thought, okay, the simulators, I don't know if I'm going to really like them. I don't know if they're going to be accurate. I don't know. But I think it's just about getting the motion of the swing, just like keeping the swing going.
That's what it is. Repetitions. Did you play all 18 in there?
Yeah. Well,
can you?
You can, yes. But then you probably got to book 3 hours.
So you go book by hour.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you're going with 4 guys, there's no way you're going to get through 18.
No.
So me and Jasper will do, we'll get through 18 if it's just us two. All good, Jeff? Okay. You know what I mean? So that's what we'll do. Yeah, no, it's good times.
Oh, dude, I think it's the fun. I don't know if it's because you get older, you just appreciate it, or what it is. Just having a couple of beer, walking around, or like driving. It's the funnest shit ever. I can't get enough of it.
It's addicting.
It's expensive as shit too.
What's your club situation like? Mine's like,
dude, I just bought like a pair off of like Canadian Tire for like $500, but I lost a 5-iron right away, so the she's gone.
I lost my 7-iron right away.
It's like shit. But I gotta buy I wanted this winter. I want to buy a driver. I gotta replace the 5-iron because I hate the fairways, the fairway hybrids and shit. The woods. I don't know what it is. I can't.
You don't like the woods?
Off a tee, it's fine.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if it's like on the ground,
You mean like this?
dude, I can't hit it.
Oh yeah, it's
I
it's my
can't hit it.
favorite. I love it.
Yeah, like my buddy, he can crush it, and it's like I just can't hit that club.
What's your favorite club to hit?
6. I don't know why. 6-iron.
That's oh no, how does it go? It goes 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
6. No, see, I can't hit 6. That's interesting. I hit 9 well.
Righty.
Righty,
And you shot right in hockey too.
correct.
Yeah, because I'm a lefty in golf.
Are you a righty in hockey?
Left in hockey. Bat left in baseball
Oh,
too.
yeah.
But do you?
That shouldn't have anything to do with it.
No, I'm just curious because it's funny because like I thought lefty was such a rare thing, but I mean when you're out in the course, I mean you see a shit ton of lefties out there. I don't know if it's because of the hockey in Canada and.
I have no idea.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. I don't know. It's such a mental game, man. And there's some holes, like you're in the tee box, you're not like, okay, I like this look, and then you hit a good shot, and these other ones, you're like, oh, sketch out about this, and it's into the woods.
Well, it's interesting how all we really know, well, at least all I know, and I'm pretty sure you too, is the mindset of a hockey player. And if you're in a rhythm, you're really in a rhythm. But if you're in a rhythm in golf, that doesn't mean it's going to translate into the second shot.
No,
if you have a great first shot.
Especially if you're like, I mean, nothing against the boys that are slow sometimes or hit a bad shot or two. I mean, we all do it, but that's when you kind of, how do you keep focus between that, like, could be like a 5-minute wait between shots.
That's another thing.
Or are you waiting for a group in front of you?
There was a lot of people this year that were holding up courses.
Yeah, a lot of people must have got out this year for the first time.
Yeah. Well, especially, like, I was probably one of those guys in April. Definitely not May, but April, I abused golf. And by May, here's the thing. In April, I learned the etiquette of golf.
Yeah.
Don't take score on the green. Wait till you get to the next tee
That's
box.
right.
Don't walk in front of other people's putts. There was a bunch of golf etiquette that I learned this year to almost speed up the
That's a good
game and
point.
also just to kind of the etiquette of golf. Etiquette of golf is everything.
Well, you get partnered with someone you don't know. You don't want to be a dick.
Oh,
and not
100%,
know you're
yeah.
being one.
Well, luckily, I wasn't paired with any strangers to begin with. I was going out with buddies. But etiquette of golf is huge.
Yeah, I
sure.
completely agree. I completely agree with that. No, I got paired with. I mean, if there's only 2 of us, we get stuck with 2 other guys or whatever. Maybe 3 of us, we get stuck. I haven't been an asshole on the course either yet.
Oh, you all right?
And I was kind of like, I mean, it's probably like, I was a little skeptic, like some of these people. No, I never met one person that was just like, oh fuck, I don't want to play with him. Oops, sorry, but I don't want to play with him ever again, or like they suck, they ruined the round. But no, a lot of good people out there I found this year.
Yeah, a lot of I've played with great people, but there's definitely been people around.
Oh, I can.
But that just comes back to the first timer etiquette thing.
That's right.
And then there's a lot of people out there just looking to have a good time.
Yeah.
Not really there to golf. And you got to understand that. It's a COVID year.
Well,
You go
that's
out
a
there-
good point.
They're out there to just get away from it all. And you
That's
got to
right.
respect that.
No, it's I'll tell you, like I said, I had a blast. It was so fun this year. I can't wait now.
Yeah, it's going
And
to
now
go
next winter I got to go down south and play because
Florida.
summer I can't be doing this. Winter better be quick.
Oh, we're almost at the new year. It's flying by.
Dude, is it ever, man?
Flying by.
Like Christmas is what?
Week away.
Next Saturday?
12 sleeps.
That-
12 sleeps
What does
away.
that mean though?
Can you look that up? When
Is that
Christmas?
next Saturday? I need days.
It's okay if you don't.
Yeah.
It's next Saturday.
It's next Saturday.
So
yeah.
World Juniors is on Sunday. Next Sunday.
It is next Sunday
Oh
because
my god.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
I got rope.
This is so.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not missing the game though, eh?
Well, here's my situation. So, we're going to be at my parents' cottage in Bridgewater, but then my girlfriend's going to be with me. So now we got to go to her parents' place Boxing Day, and that's a road trip. So we're going Bridgewater to Pictou. That's a 3.5-hour drive. But I heard the game's on till like 9.
Yeah, I think they're all kind of late because they're out in Alberta.
So when I'm at this party, hopefully none of her family members are listening. My head's gonna be okay. Let's go back to Halifax because you want to watch it in the city with friends, whoever.
Yeah.
So that's my scenario. I'm not saying I'm gonna miss it. I'm just saying I still have some logistics to figure out of how I'm gonna get back into the city in time.
Might miss maybe worst case scenario of the period.
I don't know. What's Pictou to Halifax?
I don't know.
Hour.
Hour. I just say that about everything.
Hour?
Yeah, hour and a half. Like if it's in Nova Scotia, how far? I don't know, hour and a half.
Safe bet.
Maybe
how,
2.
How long does it take to cook that pizza? Hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's a safe number.
Well, they should have the thing where the oven's just turned off and that shit's done. Because I mean, you can't cook a perfect oven pizza. It's either burnt hot and mouth all the time, but I find the bottom gets burnt before the middles.
Yeah.
Can't get a perfect one of them yet.
Do you put do you put it right on the rack? Or
Yeah.
you put see the
Should
thing
I put
is,
on a bacon sheet?
put it
or
on a
pizza pan?
pizza pan. I find that helps. You put a
Yeah.
little olive oil on the pizza pan, and then it kind
Ooh.
of makes like a little. It's not as crusty. It's a little like wet crust. I don't know. I like it. It's good.
See, I get impatient and I don't wait to preheat the shit. So when like,
You chuck it in.
oh yeah, so like sometimes it starts like defrosting, things start falling through the grooves and stuff. So that's sometimes an issue.
I had that problem in college where you don't have time for anything. But as you get older, I find it's opposite. Like I have more time for shit now than when I was younger. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, you grow up, you got so much shit going on." Like I don't. I just come down here every day.
Just hang out.
I got tons of
Got a
time.
TV right there. I mean, races are on.
I'm trying not to rush
said-
anything. But yeah. But yeah, Sanjay, how have you been, man? How have you been? I know you're excited for the World Juniors. I know you had
Yeah.
a tough loss yesterday with the Bills. I'm
Two.
sorry about that. The
Tie Cats were great,
Cats
huh?
as well.
Yeah.
Before we get into like your life and where
Mm-hmm.
the scores of everything, I've always wanted to know what your arrangement is or what your setup is for when you watch sporting events. I've always is it a couch? You got a lazy boy? Do you have a chair?
I got 3 TVs.
That's a Fairview thing.
So I had to get a third one just for like Saturday's college football. You get 3 games going at once or something.
Okay.
Because I hate keeping up with the score. I can do that for 1 or 2 games.
The app, you mean?
Yeah, but I can't check 3 or 4 games. And if I set alerts, it's always going ping, 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 like someone got a point or something. It's just hard to keep up. But no, I sit in a chair and I use a footstool. That's how I watch my games. I can't, if I'm betting on a game or it's a Leafs game, Bills game, I'm not lounging back. I just get too into the game unless it turns to a blowout that I can just kind of relax.
What kind of chair?
So my grandfather had like a old school rocking chair, like old school. I don't even know if you want to call it a rock chair because it has the 4 legs, but it like leans back like that,
Okay.
and it's like all wood. And like, swear to God, dude, the cushion's like so worn down because I think it's probably like 50, 60 years old, and it's like cushions like that. But I don't know because I get the perfect
Oh yeah.
motion going back and forth watching the game.
When it's game time, do people know? Okay, that's Tyler's chair.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah. I say it all the time out of the chair, like.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's even when I was like younger and shit, like watching the games or something. Like if my old man came down to check out the score or something, or like and they hopped in the chair, it's like, no, like that's where I'm sitting. Please, get up, get up. And I'm not a big fan of like watching important games with people either.
Me neither.
So much respect for you because of that.
Like I can't like Super Bowl parties. Like I get it and all that, but like if the Bills were in it, there's not a chance.
You're just at home.
Yeah, there's not a chance. And like I'm having a few beer watching the game, but I'm not. There's no pre-drinks or any shit like that where you're getting like a little buzzy come halftime or whatever that. No, so I don't. So yeah, like that's what I always thought too. Like when I go away or to watch a game or something. Like when I went to Buffalo to watch a Bills game, there was no way I was getting shit faced at the tailgate. I had like 4 or 5 beer before the game. Didn't drink during the game because like in there. Yeah, well, it's like I want to experience it, right? I want to like, especially going down there. The fans are so crazy, and dude, like. The security all wear yellow, and you wouldn't believe how many people are getting dragged upstairs. They've obviously passed out or like whatever it may be. So I was like, always thought like, I mean, if you go yearly, I guess, if you go yearly, maybe you can get like, have yourself a day, and maybe get tossed out and have a story to tell.
They're playing Jacksonville.
Yeah, See, I went to was a divisional game, so can't fuck around divisional games.
Wear a suit to the game.
That would be something. I had a hard hat on. Yeah, dude.
You're going to work.
Well, they gave out like these hard hats with fucking stickers, and they charged $25. Sucked me right in. I don't know. I have the picture here. I look like a clown. But there was a dude. His name's Pinto Ron, and he's been tailgating down there forever. He's the guy who gets mustard and ketchup squirted on him.
I've seen this guy before.
Yeah, so it was him. I got to meet. I went down with Frazzle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So
You still keep up with Frazzle?
Yeah,
I
man.
love that.
So
I love that.
Josh, he's been home for a bit now because COVID and all that shit. He couldn't be living in Toronto, working in Toronto and stuff, so he came back. But yeah, no, Fairview guys, right? I think all the Fairview guys always kind of.
They always stick together.
Well, I always kind of feel like when we grew up in high school and all that stuff, like you probably still talk to all like.
Yeah, I talk to
boys and
Tommy
stuff.
like twice a week, dudes every day. Every time I see like Garrett Anthony, I'll say hello. Like all those, like the Fairview guys are the definition of a guy who, if you see and haven't seen in 4 years, you still say hello because the guy hasn't changed. You know what I mean?
And that's what I say about hockey. If it's someone we played hockey with, like minor hockey with, and like you don't see him for years and you run into him, it's like you'll sit there for like 5-10 minutes and just have a conversation. Like I ran into Mike Roski at like the Superstore like a year ago.
No.
And we must have talked in like the frozen section off for like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. Because like we all grew up together playing hockey. So like we know each other's families and stuff. But yeah, that's how I think of it too.
I saw Sab at the gym the other day. He was doing bench press, of course. Looks at me, just goes like this.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
still get the fuck. Don't even say anything to him. But then we end up talking, like I said, for like 20 minutes just there in the gym, just shooting the shit.
I didn't see him. I was walking around the corner one day at Scotia Square. No, the other mall there in Spring Garden. What the hell's that called? Park Lane.
Park Lane.
Park Lane. And he was coming to the New Bodies, and I was walking by him, and I didn't see him. And all I heard was, boy. And I turned around, and it's fucking him. He's, oh, man, what a guy he was. I've known Ian since I was like 4, too, because like even before we started playing hockey at public skates, my grandfather took me, Kevin had Ian at the public skates.
Where at? What public skates? Where at?
Like when we were younger, like the foreman would have like a public skate from like 4 to 6. Like you just put skates on, helmet on, you like just buzzing around the ice.
Oh, yeah?
And Kevin always took Ian, so we always see each other at the same public skates and whatnot. So we just become friends through that. And then the next thing you know, we're playing hockey together. And
Were you on the Philadelphia Flyers Timbits team?
no, but I don't know, because me and Ian, for a joke one day, and we didn't plan it, we were just being goofballs, we dropped the gloves in Timbits. And we didn't throw punches or anything, but we just dropped the gloves and grabbed each other's arms. And I remember like us laughing, but I remember Kevin was like, boys, like, don't do that, because like other parents see their kids and they might be like, man, like I don't want my kids out there with that stuff going on. So no, but I was that, yeah, they're an awesome family.
Oh, they're
Awesome
great.
family.
They're
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite coaches playing for Kevin too. Like
My theory is, so before McKinnon came on the podcast, like 2 weeks before, I got a call from Kevin Sabb, and he was asking me about how he could get someone mic'd up. And I'm like, Kev, he's like, how much is it? I'm like, don't worry, Kev, don't worry about it. Like, we'll just do it. Give me the kid's name. We'll do it for free, whatever. And then, you know how Kevin, McKinnon are boys. Then it was like 2 weeks after that McKinnon was like, yeah, I'll come on the podcast. So in my head, I'm thinking, Kevin told Ian. Ian told, I don't know.
Kevin was like, do me a solid, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
because
would
he's
you
doing me a
mind-
solid.
Yeah.
That's my, I could be completely wrong.
No, dude,
But
do you
I
remember
just think-
when we played that softball game like 2 or 3 years ago? Like I came and played a game with you guys.
Oh, on that hot day?
I
was
don't.
real
we
hot.
were all done with it at the
Yeah,
team
I
was
remember.
shit. And remember we ran into Kevin. He was walking his little dog, and like me,
Yeah.
you, Safiris, and it's like just like that. Like
Mhm.
there's not many things where you can just walk over to a guy like that and just like sit there and talk to him. Like,
Yeah.
no, you go play my position. I'm talking to Kevin
Yeah.
here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Johnny Safiris, another one. Love him to death.
Johnny.
Wake up, like drop off a 6-pack of Gatorade if you like joke around the night before, like, hey, if I score a goal, 6-pack Gatorade. Wake up, the door it's there at the doorstep one morning.
It was the best when the parents came up to me, be like, all right, John Safari's picking you up from hockey. He's going to drive you home. Like, you knew you were just in for something.
Granola bars and Gatorade. What was it? Remember, biggest hit of the game, box Captain Crunch? Imagine if you did that nowadays. You'd get so much shit as a coach. Oh my god.
Man, like if you were having a shit game and the third period came around, you had nothing to play for other than the win, got to get a hit. Got to try to
Oh.
get that box of cereal.
Dude, I always said that, but like, because when I played high school football, I always said, like, the best thing about hockey is it can be a blowout, and you can still go out there and throw a clean hit and just get the boys going, and something might happen. In football, you can't do that. So it was like, and there's a lot of blowouts in high school football, and the fourth quarter is like just garbage.
Yeah.
But that's what I always said. I loved hockey. Man, it was the funnest time ever. We built it together in Quebec.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How did I not like just think of that?
Who was our, dude, I remember they woke us up one night or whatever it was, or told us to come downstairs, watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, who the hell are we stayed with?
They used to grab the dog and do the wrestling moves
Yeah,
on the
man.
dog.
Well, she gave us all the McDonald's trophies.
So here's the thing. They managed the McDonald's.
Yeah. She wasn't like a cashier.
So remember, like, so the first day we get there, it's like 2 a.m. Jeff, you're going to appreciate this story. Not 2, it's late.
It is late.
And we get to the Quebec Arena and we all figure out who our billets are. And did we even know beforehand that we were together? Or we found out
I
at
don't
the
know
rink?
how it worked. I can't remember. Like, well, I was Pee-wee, so
It's a long time.
I have no idea how that worked out.
So somehow me and Coleman get bunked up together, and we were with this couple, not older couple, like younger, mid-30s, and they go, "You hungry?" And we go, "Yeah, we're hungry, I guess." We were just on a 14-hour bus drive to Quebec in the middle of the winter, snowstorm. Remember, it was like the White Wand or something. I don't know.
He sprayed someone driving home our first night. We all got a kick. I was like, okay, babe, these are because you're kind of like sketched out a bit.
So our billets take us to McDonald's, which we found out they manage, but we don't go in through the front. Like we go through the back, like where people are cooking and making the fries and doing everything. And they're like, "What do you want?" And as a kid, you're in heaven. You're like,
wow, this is
"What do you?"
sick.
But here's the thing: it didn't stop. Like every day.
Oh,
And
no.
like breakfast, hash brown, bacon, eggs, orange juice.
How long were you with them for?
Over a week.
I remember he used to eat like raw meat, like raw.
We
beef.
dipped it in
fondue. It was like a fondue.
Yeah, but it wasn't chocolate. It was
It was like
cheese.
beef. No, it was like beef broth, but boiling, and then you stick your beef
Yeah.
and the chicken in, and then it
Yeah.
comes out cooked. But
That's
I
right.
remember our billet guy would eat it raw. Like he would eat the beef raw. He would eat like the scallops raw.
Oh, what was
And
his
I remember
name?
just being like, whoa.
Yeah, because it was him, his wife, and then they have one of the brothers living with them or something.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I can't remember much about their names. I want to say her name was Natalie. I know that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I know
Natalie.
that. Because you know who billeted with them the following year?
Um,
I feel like you know.
yeah, I do
Matt
know.
McGinnis.
McGinnis.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it was like McGinnis and like Andrew Graham
Yeah.
or something.
I don't know
like
who
that.
the second
Yeah.
person was, but he was telling. I forget who. I don't know if he told Jordan because I think Jordan went up and played with them. Like he was on the team the
Yes,
following
he
year.
was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
they did go above and beyond because, like Belong just said, I'm not shitting you, dude. Like eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast, and it was just like we gotta go play hockey. Like,
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
you completely forgot about that part of it. Like,
Yeah.
we're here to play hockey.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like they made us feel like all stars too because we went and played at that outdoor rink and they introduced us to like their
Oh,
other
I remember
friends.
that we played with the kids.
Yeah, and they're like these guys are from Halifax and like
I
it really
remember this
made us
stuff.
feel like we
Yeah.
were like big dogs. It was cool. It was a
See,
really
I
cool
completely
experience.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's so we did do a little more than I think. Like, yeah, because I always
Yeah.
thought we just backed it. But yeah, you're right. Because we did that. There was one night we went out and ate somewhere. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was a blast.
I remember I slept in one day and they got a big old bucket of cold
Oh,
water.
that's right.
Dumped it all over me.
Oh my god.
It was fun, dude. Like minor hockey is such a blast. It was so fun growing up playing hockey, and we were lucky because it was all the same boys. It might have been like 3 or 4 guys turned over, maybe one guy one year, but it was
Yeah.
always the same dudes. Like it was so fun, man.
Good group of people.
Yeah, good families. Like
Yeah.
it was a blast.
Well, I ran into Peter Mumberget the other day, and we were talking about this. How he's like, Pete's coached a lot of
Yeah.
teams, a lot of minor hockey, and he's like, there's some teams that, like some guys fizzle out, they don't really do anything, but like he's like that group for those 2-3 years. 1, all great guys, and 2, all became like respectable men. Like some have kids, homes, things
Yeah.
like just like good people. And it was just that 1, 2, 3 that year group we were in right there.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. We were pretty good. Yeah, we were
Like
good
we
dudes.
weren't like we had a lot of idiots on the team, but like there's no like
And we were all like, but we were all like good hockey players too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we were good hockey teams.
yeah
Like even when Steve left and
yeah.
they were like, oh shit, like
He
we
went
don't
to
got our
where did he go?
superstar.
Hull,
I have no idea what it's called. Massachusetts, I know somewhere down there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Holy Cross?
Holtz, something like
No
that.
idea. But like we did really good. We were all good hockey players.
We were.
And yeah, and it was like it's funny to make it sound, but it's like that last little bit of like old school hockey too. Like you could still bang, like, I mean, clutching and grabbing now, like I would have been
Yeah.
screwed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was just a blast. Nothing
It's
better
just-
than it.
No. And I remember like the politics of hockey came in that next year with like major midget and all that stuff.
Well,
and I
Major
remember
Bantam turned into a thing.
was it? I don't think that soon.
No.
though.
Yeah, it was
But-
down the road.
But I remember that year coming out of Pee Wee AAA and then hearing, oh, what, the Roskies are going to the subways? What?
Yeah, boys
Who's
started committing the teams
going
and
to
shit.
Cole Harbor. And I remember like not being sad, just being like, oh,
You realize
this
it's
is
coming to
kind of
an
like
end.
this is like different. Like they're like. If you like, I remember getting cut a couple times from AAA going to AA. It's like, yeah, you're pissed, but like at least your boys are in the same organization. You're gonna see them.
Well, that's just it.
It's just like at least he's practicing an hour before me. I'll still see
You
him.
get called up, play a game.
It's like we're still in the same. But then I remember, oh, he's going to Dartmouth. He's going to Cole Harbor. He's going to play for the Max. Like, what is this? What's going on?
Let's
I remember
play
there was
against
like,
them.
yeah, there's like a little bit of like a sadness. Like, oh fuck, the boys are. It's over.
Well, that was the last year at Bantam because y'all knew like that was it. That was
Yeah.
done. Like whoever kept on going, chances are your guys are going to play against each other. So
yeah,
no,
Part
it
of
was
growing
fun. Like I said, hockey was the funnest times ever. There's so many good memories.
so many.
Yeah, so many good dudes. Tommy, another one, like Michelle, Andy, like
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah. The Red Rocket.
Yeah,
Couple trips to the game and that.
yeah, it's Michelle. Man, the red fucking
That's
truck.
if you're getting picked up from someone in Fairview to go to hockey, you're either jamming rap music.
Yeah,
You're either squeezed in the back seat with 3 other guys on your team,
exactly.
or you're late. You're definitely going to be like maybe a little late for the pickup. Like it's not on time.
No,
Like,
no,
there's
no,
a couple things with a Fairview pickup.
And you're gonna get a horn in front of your house.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get
horn.
a knock or a call like, "Hey, we're here." You're gonna get a beep beep. Like, come on, let's go. We gotta pick up more people. Yeah. Oh man. And Michelle did a lot of that. Like a lot of that for everyone.
But also at the same time, with a Fairview pickup or drop off, there was a chance of McDonald's on on the way home or Dairy Queen.
Timmy's.
There was always a chance
Yeah.
of something like that.
Boys played good and got a W.
Yes.
Tell you.
There was always a reward in a
There
Fairview
was.
car.
And it was awesome too, because if you're going home with Tom and he pitched a shutout,
Oh, you're going to Dairy Queen down the street.
and Tom was a hell of a fucking goalie, so you're getting something. You're getting something.
Oh, that was the best.
Yeah.
No, those were good times. Those were good times.
It's so long ago too.
What?
That's what's so crazy. It's so long ago.
What is it? How old are we now? Almost 30. Oh, I am 30.
Yeah.
I just turned 30
Yeah.
last week.
I'm 30.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not much has changed.
No.
Oh, still feel like a kid.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
I got gas in here. Getting emotional. Guys. So what's going on with the Bills right now?
I don't know, man. That's just.
Is that too tough of a question right now?
I'm not even. There's nothing worse, and like you've experienced it playing hockey, like at a higher level. There is nothing worse than when you feel you were robbed by the officials. Like there is nothing. Jeff, don't even get me going. Don't even start. The Bills, yes, they played a terrible half yesterday against Tampa Bay, but to not call that pass interference on Stefan Diggs because you knew it was going to determine the game.
Can you pull it up? I just want to see it.
Dude,
You know?
so here's what happened, Belanger. It was a Stefan Diggs no call in the end zone, and then the overtime drive, they give some bullshit pass interference to the Bills on an underthrown ball. It's like just rewarding quarterbacks for underthrown balls. PI. Brady and his teammates over there at the NFL officiating offices, they pulled a doozy yesterday.
Do you know what to look up? I'd
Yeah.
go to YouTube if I were you.
Should be trending everywhere.
Maybe type in Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then the highlight should pop up, and then you go to the last. How many minutes do you think?
That was the final drive when they didn't call the PI, and it would have been first and goal from the 2-yard line.
So type in Tampa Bay. I don't.
Let me see if this has any
Diggs
luck.
no call.
But ref hack job.
There it is. Look, 21
No,
hours ago.
that's when they. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. There it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Yeah. Now go
Okay.
to
You might have to scroll to the it's the last drive.
go to the very end, Jeff. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, here we go.
Right
No,
here. Keep
it's-
going.
They get this is going to be on this drive.
So just a little bit forward then.
Yeah, we want to get to like when the Bills are in the red zone.
Okay.
It's just bullshit.
Can you,
Pisses me off.
can you full screen it, Jeff? Please. That's the red zone right there, right?
No, that's the field goal
Class.
line they got there. Shouldn't have had to use it.
How far back did they?
Here we go.
Is this it?
What is this? Second note's the next play.
Okay. How far back did they put the field goal? Like in order to kick the field goal, how far back?
Well, normally where the ball's like at, you add 7 yards for the kicker, and then you add 10 for the end zone. So it's always 17 yards more.
But it wasn't always 17, was it?
Well, you're thinking the PATs.
Okay, so this is it here.
Yeah,
is it?
watch this bullshit. Stefan Diggs, bottom of the screen. All over him.
Oh my
If we
God.
consider, if we can get the angle from the back, Jeff, I'm not asking.
They're
you
gonna
to.
show it. They
I'm
must show
saying
it.
if they show it, you can see Diggs' jerseys. Oh, look, of course. Goddamn hack job, man.
Dude, you see calls like that in every single game, though.
Well, that's what pisses me off. Like, I come off as a huge homer on the Bills, but it happens way too often in the NFL in general. Like the NFC Championship a couple years ago. If you can, like, it's just.
And then watch this, Justin. Not this play. So they couldn't convert.
And you got to realize, if he calls that play like he should, the Bills 90% chance win that game because they're going to punch it in, I would think.
They got a first down.
Oh, they kicked the field goal for the tie. So now we're into OT. So that was a tie to the game. And now we're into overtime. I think it's when they're like midfield, Jeff. I'm not.
This is it right here, I think.
What is this? Is Brady going?
Yeah, so this is Brady in overtime.
Nope. This-
Look
So
at
that's
that,
it.
look
Where's
at
the
that bullshit.
where's
That's
the
a penalty.
PI?
So they called that a
They
penalty,
called that a
but
penalty.
not the other one.
That was a penalty.
And that's a spot foul. Yeah, but I'm not disputing that. But you can't not call it like a drive prior and then call that. And now it's a spot foul. So now look where they're at. And now this play here.
Oh, I can see how that's frustrating.
But
Jeff.
Don't
Jeff,
even
Yeah,
start.
no.
Jeff just got back from Tampa, by the way. He was at the
Was he?
stadium. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was just
I
in
was
the
at
stadium.
the Giants game.
So
Oh,
why
he
do
has
you?
a
Monday
buck
Night
shirt underneath his jacket.
He got me a Florida Gators T-shirt.
Okay.
Oh, there's nice colors.
Yeah.
Jeff, don't even.
See, that's
No. Yeah, I
that's
get
why he's
it,
a homer
but I
right
mean,
now to Brady. Look at his family. That's his family right there, probably.
You know what? I'm not. Good for them. Well, it pisses me off is like this dude leaves the game in a walking boot, carries the team, and the goddamn refs.
This guy, that's their quarterback.
Josh Allen. He left it. Dude, his foot's all messed up. He's
Yeah,
day-to-day.
so they lost that game, and then they also lost that game to the Pats.
The Pats getting hurt because I mean it's one big play, and then our buddy Tyler Bass can't make field goals, so it's like whatever. And then the Colts game early in the year when Jonathan Taylor ran, they can't stop the run. It's getting really annoying. It's getting frustrating. But I hope this game here, like, gets them going here. Like, puts like a little stop feeling yourself. Like you boys, don't buy into the hype
Yeah.
now.
You've
Like,
already lost the division, so I mean, you may as well just
Where's
start
Aiden?
focusing.
Toronto.
Aiden's long gone, buddy.
no, well, we got to. We got Carolina next week. That better be a win. And then we got the Pats in New England. We need the Pats to lose 2 games down the stretch somehow.
Yeah, they play the Colts and then the Bills. They had their bye this week.
So that's their only 2 chances.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Jeff got me going now. Yeah, it was tough, Belanger, and then that leads into the Hamilton Tiger Cats blowing 12-point lead.
Yeah, I just watched the overtime.
Oh, it's shit. Well, did you watch? So the Tiger Cats, Belanger, 12-point lead. They lose it. Now they're down by 3. They march down the field against very gusty winds. Get a first and goal. I don't know what they did the first play. I think they ran it. I was getting pissed because they threw a little out row to the receiver, dropped it. Grey Cup.
Those CFL balls, those are a bit thicker than NFL, aren't they? More like a
Maybe
ball.
easier
It's
to
like,
catch, you think? Maybe a little easier to catch.
I don't
You
know.
think maybe? If I threw you a basketball compared to a golf ball. No, it sucks. I mean, I feel bad for the boys. It was a good game, though, because, I mean, the last couple of Grey Cups they've been in, they got blown out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, yesterday was really, really tough.
I heard
So-
Hamilton's an up-and-coming city, though, so they got things coming for them.
Well, like I was telling you before we were doing this, I was hoping to get up to Hamilton in March to watch a Leafs game at that stadium.
No way.
But,
Who are you going to go with?
Well, my little cousin, I got him into, I shouldn't say little, he's in high school now. But I converted him to a
That's-
Leafs
you know you're
fan when he
getting
was a
old.
kid, like really young.
Yeah.
And now he's a diehard. And I think his birthday's somewhere around that day, too. So I told him,
You go up?
we'll go up.
You going to drive or fly?
We're going to fly. We're definitely flying. Hopefully get a hotel somewhere near the stadium so you can, have a couple drinks, not worry about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully that still can happen. But yeah, tough day yesterday, Belanger. That was tough, dude.
We're a bunch of hurting dudes right now. You're hurting yesterday. Today, I'm hurting today more than yesterday, but still just a hurting unit right now. That's why I'm happy you're here to uplift the community.
Well, if he doesn't start with his stuff, I mean, we could have kept it positive, but
That's Jeff.
that's just Jeff. Jeff,
He has
we're-
a-
I'm always keeping it positive for Justin.
You
That's
actually
like
have
half my
your
job,
you have your
man.
annual report coming up where I have to assess your performance here, so
Yeah,
you better be careful.
I'm always keeping it positive for this guy. You better believe
I
it.
see the videos. Jeff does a good job. Jeff just shit
You
talks
should
about
see the live
Bills.
streams. That's it.
Do you do the camera for live streams?
For some of them, but just more organizing it and everything.
Whoever's doing, is Mark doing camera and commentary for those things?
Sometimes, but mostly just commentary.
Dude, the clip. the clip. Could you imagine this neck on the radio?
Wait, are you talking about the baseball clip or the
No,
hockey
dude,
clip?
the hockey clip. I think you posted something like, I don't know what I call my mark or something, but it's
just-
like, he gets so excited. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it was at the Sportsplex.
Well, there's only 2 great calls by him. There's multiple, but the 2 noticeable ones are the baseball one and the hockey one.
What was the baseball? I didn't see that.
Oh my god!
Was this recently?
No,
dude, this clip's been
You
talking.
haven't seen this?
I can't believe this.
I think the baseball one might be a bit better.
Well, I just got a kick out of his excitement, but he didn't know what was where's the puck? Like, what?
Dude, it's actually hard to do it though, because
Oh,
I've been doing the
oh.
play-by-play for the first time for the Bedford teams here, and man, it's definitely like there's a lot of times where they'll score and before
Yeah.
you're thinking about the play before and how to deliver that line, and then the puck will be in the net, and then you're just kind of like, oh, and then
No, I tell you, whoever
Okay,
does that, that's a hell of a
Take
job.
the headphones off because you gotta.
Wait,
Okay, so the ball's
I didn't see the ball.
so the ball's being pitched, and we're back in the booth, and it's a tip foul right towards us. So here's the layout behind it. It's 6 a.m. I'm not saying it's early,
Early
it's like-
game.
and I'm half asleep doing the score. Like, all right, ball 1, board 2. Like so he's doing the call, and then I just hear him go, ah! And then I go, what the fuck? Listen. So picture.
So you had no idea what happened at the
No
time.
idea. I'm there sitting going, because I'm looking through the monitor, not the actual game. So I'm like delayed a second. I'm just going ball 1, ball 2.
What a reaction! I don't know.
But that's like the charm that people love about us. It's just like the amateur.
well, you're gonna get that stuff.
It's just like
those are the clips that always go viral when you see like funny stuff happen. It's always like amateur stuff, but I mean, oh, that's awesome.
But the
I
hockey
can't
one
believe
was,
I didn't see that one.
Oh, that was gold.
They're both because you just hear his voice. Well, that one, but the hockey one, he's rambling because he doesn't know what's happening. I don't think he can locate the puck.
There was a scramble. He
mad
couldn't get his
scramble.
words out.
No, he does a good job, man. Like he does a lot of the broadcasting for like.
Dude,
Oh my
he's
God.
a workhorse,
Like he loves,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
Workhorse is
He's
an
a workhorse.
understatement.
Oh yeah.
Like, and he loves it. I hope he can somehow, like, he gets his break and just like
I remember when we first started this and he did the commentary and like we didn't have any high button merch or anything, so we used to walk in, be a little nervous, like, okay, I'm here doing this, I'm here doing the commentary, and now after like 2 years of doing it, he's got the high button, the
yeah,
the
they
hat.
know who he is now.
He walks through and he loves it. He comes up and he goes, oh, they just let me right in. Like, that's what he
Bob
says.
Cole coming
Yeah.
right there.
He goes, Justin, they just let me right in. They don't say anything now.
Oh, he does a great job, man. Yeah, he worked so hard, man. He's an
He
awesome
did.
dude.
Yeah, he's worked his ass off the past
Yeah.
2 years. We're happy to have him.
Yeah, lucky too. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking things.
You all right?
Yeah.
You can take him off if.
No, he can hear you. It's a lot better with these things on.
What are you doing tonight? You said you were going to.
Watch. One of my buddies supposed to watch Monday Night Football.
Is his audio good? Is he?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, watching Monday Night Football. I got tomorrow off. So
Who's playing tonight?
Rams and Cardinals.
It's gonna be a great
Yeah,
game.
it is going to be a great game.
Is Odell Beckham Jr. performing for the Rams?
Dude, 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, he's been out. Yeah,
He's not put up massive yards.
He's been
but
pretty good.
Yeah, he got his touchdowns, which I think a lot of those guys is all they care about.
So you're not sitting in your chair tonight?
No, not for tonight. I guess the next night will be tomorrow at
Leafs
10 o'clock.
Oilers.
Yeah, and the shitty part is, like, of course, Leafs go in there when the Oilers are, what, a 5-game skid?
Oh,
Due
man.
for a win.
Yeah, due for a win or due for another loss, man. They haven't been able. They had a couple good games where like they weren't able to put it in, but it's been pretty sad watching
Two-man
them
show.
the last little bit.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, it's
I
not
ho-
even that, dude. It's a no-man show right now.
Yeah.
When they were winning, it was an everyone-man show.
Well, even Pugliarvi
and now it's
was
a no-man
getting- yeah.
show. So
I like to see the Alberta team. I don't care for Vancouver. The hell with them. But I like the Alberta teams, both of them. I wouldn't mind seeing them both do well.
Is Toronto going to go deep in the playoffs this year? Or is
I
it
don't
still a one trick pony? Is that what they call it? One trick pony?
one-round pony.
I guess this year it's been going around the core 4. So if the core 4 don't score, who scored the goals?
Core 4.
Yeah.
Matthews,
Yeah.
Marner,
Dude, but the problem
Who
with
the-
that
wait.
argument,
Riley.
No.
Yeah,
Nylander,
Oh,
Tavares.
Nylander.
the problem with that
Yeah.
argument is like, yeah, your team would suck if you didn't have these guys. It's like, okay, well, we do. So what do you want me to like?
Well-
That's not an argument. There's no rebuttal. Like, okay, yeah.
That's what I
I
get a
don't
kick
get
out of.
it. Like that's why that argument never goes too far.
They talk about how, like, where's the secondary score going to come in the regular season, all that stuff, even though it's been fine. But come playoff time, when they don't put up the points that they should put up, like, why the hell are you guys caring what they do in the regular season at this point?
Yeah.
Like, why are we keeping a core 4 stat track, and how many goals he scored tonight?
It's funny. The other day, they won in overtime. Bunting got like a weird bounce in front of the net, and they scored. They didn't deserve the game. I think who was that against?
Oh,
It was the other
Was
day.
that Chicago Saturday night?
It might have been in Chicago,
Yeah,
and
last
they
minute,
go right
yeah.
up to the GM there, Dubas, and he's just shaking his head. He goes like, "That's not how you win a game of playoffs. That's never gonna happen."
Dude,
so he's
that's
just there
funny you said it. He got up, yeah. I
he's
noticed
shaking
that
his head.
too.
He's like, "That's not how you want to win."
No, the injuries are like hitting them right now, and like their defense, they can't afford injuries to their defense. Like,
Don't
that's
they
the
need
main
a D?
thing.
Every
Oh,
time
bad.
I look at Coach
Bad.
Bombay, he just goes, "They need a D. They need a D. They
Oh,
need a D."
well, Coach Bombay just probably wants to, like, I know he loves the boys, but I think Coach Bombay wants to kill Justin Hall.
He does want to
Okay.
kill him. Yeah, he does in the tweets.
And I don't blame him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the dude. Like, I don't think we were expecting, and like, I think he might be fine as a 5th, 6th guy. I mean, but he's not playing with Muzzin anymore if you're going to win in the playoffs. So they got to figure that out. I always was of the belief that they were going to probably go after a left winger. But I mean, Bunting's worked out like so.
Yeah, out of Arizona,
Unreal.
eh?
Well, dude, I watched him at the World Championships in the ones that just went by.
Yeah.
And like, he was noticeably like just a little pest, always around the net. I wasn't expecting huge numbers, but I was like, this dude's a player. And then when the Leafs signed him, I was like, this is interesting. Like, I'm excited to see what he does here. So I guess he's got the main thing down is playing with Matthews right now. I mean, they
How
always
much fun
say-
would that be, eh?
Oh, dude. I mean, they like. Could you imagine playing with a sniper? The easy assist you're getting.
Yeah, I played with a sniper once in my life in junior A, but he had a
Well,
bad.
dude, you finished way up there one year, didn't you? Points.
Yeah, junior A. Yeah, junior A. One year I had like 35 goals and like 30 something assists.
Yeah, I remember that one year.
Yeah, but that wasn't the year I was with the sniper. But I was with the sniper one year. He had attitude problems, so we let him go. But I remember how easy it was to just get a nice 3-point night without even really. You're like, oh, it hit my skate, but it's an assist. All right,
Well,
great.
you're probably sitting on the bench and like
Yeah.
that was, and then you hear your name in the secondary assist. Like,
That's the thing about Junior A compared to the Q. The Q, they review every single goal, so if you actually got an assist, you're gonna get it. Junior
yeah.
A, they don't do that. So you can have a great night, but only finish with 1 assist.
Dude, imagine the greaseball shit that happened back in the day, boys. Like, oh no, that hit my skate.
Oh,
That hit my skate. That hit my.
You try to get a word into the ref on his
yeah.
skate over to the
Yeah.
to the bench.
Like, I remember-
the goal score. Hey,
You see the boy, your teammate. What the fuck's he doing over there talking to the refs now? Like
Oh,
you're doing
yeah.
your flyby. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, that cocksucker got a goal now.
they're like, I remember in Junior A, like the Lions days, there was like
that was
like,
unbelievable.
we weren't the best, and like the boys got to stand out somehow. So I was like, hey, I got this point. Like it caused a little beef. Like it's a thing.
Oh, I
You
bet,
gotta- you gotta
for
get some
sure. I
points.
mean, boys want to get like, yeah, patting those stats, see if he can get. Dude, I was me, Ruben, and I forget who else. Probably Matt Hamilton.
yeah.
Went to a Lions game. You and Riggis were playing. So Riggis gets into like a shoving match next to the net, and they're chit chatting and all that stuff. Me and Ruben and them are standing behind that. So Riggis sees us. So that's probably why Riggis just engages. So period ends. I get a text from Riggis in the intermission.
Wait, in
Yeah, he was in the guy's locker
the
room.
first intermission.
Oh yeah, first or second, I can't remember. So he texts me and he goes, "I'm fighting this guy." They didn't fight, but I was just like, "Fucking Junior A, man, boys are in there." Riggis, I don't know where he went. He got his phone hidden somewhere, going there and making texting boys saying, "Yeah, we're gonna drop the mitts here." Like, oh, you guys probably had such a blast. I can imagine the road trips just in that league, man. Like, oh,
The play was to, if you wanted to text the intermission, because like the changing stall was next to the urinal. So your jeans and your dress pants are there anyway. So you say, I'm going to take a piss, and you pull the phone out, see what's up.
so there's the phone.
There- that's the
anyway.
play.
Yeah, so Belanger did it too, apparently.
Yeah, that's the play. But no, the first year Junior A was unbelievable. Like you get through, like first year in major midget, and you're like, oh, that's cool, but it still has like an element of minor hockey a little
visor.
bit. The visor and like the team bus. You're like, how the fuck are they affording this? Like I still don't know how. But like I remember just like the element of a little sprinkle of pro.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
A little
100%.
sprinkle of pro.
I mean, you always got the
Matching.
back, like, trades can happen in that league. I mean,
Yeah, sticks.
Sticks.
Sticks was a big thing.
Yeah, I imagine so, actually. I mean, guys got all the matching colors, like you know what I mean? Like, I guess you have that major anyway, but, like, well, I guess the Macs are actually pretty sick, because their locker room was always notorious just in minor hockey with the Hawks.
Yeah, the Max.
It's like, the Macs have their own locker
The
room.
Max got money. They've
yeah,
it's a historic.
Dude, their jerseys, too, like,
Their gear, their
Oh my
pants,
God.
their helmet, their
smartest decision the Macs ever made was getting rid of black and going back to,
original.
yeah.
Do you want to do me a favor? Go behind that curtain. Keep it on one. Yeah, sure. Go behind that curtain. You're gonna go up on the rod, and you're gonna get the black Max jersey on the left. You should be able to see
Oh,
it.
these are the
Do you
ones.
see it?
Yeah, these are
So
the ones
I
with-
understand how you say the black is a little, but we wore these as our third jersey.
Yeah, oh, third jersey's fine.
third jersey's
Yeah.
fine. Do you see it, Jeff?
It's the one with
Can you just take it off the rack, please, and bring it over here? Thank you.
the Calgary, right?
Yeah,
Blasty?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want you to hold this jersey and tell me how heavy that is. Just give it to them. Compared to the jerseys they're wearing now, how heavy is that?
Dude, you know what else you can is when we got our Moosehead jerseys in Pee Wee.
Yes.
That's the first thing I noticed. They're all like,
Yeah.
so these can't be stitched on nowadays because this is ridiculous.
show the front. Show
so-
the front.
So yeah, like even this shit, it's like,
That's a pound. Now imagine spraying. You're thirsty. You miss your mouth. You've got water all down the front. That's adding another pound.
no, I get it. Like that. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Flip it around the front.
Oh, for the
But
Halifax
those
McDonald's.
those were great to pull out as a third jersey. We always wore those against like the Subways or like Cole Harbor.
Oh, dude,
Just like we always pulled those
the
out.
Subways would be a sick one to use it for because
Yeah.
that was like, but no, I mean,
But I lifted it the other day and I was like, holy smokes, that thing is heavy compared to the ones they wear now.
That's what I always thought when we got those Moosehead jerseys. I was like, there's no way. Like, this just seems like there's just too heavy here. Like, what's
Yeah.
going And, like, when you're sitting on the bench, the logo, like, pops out to the rest of the jersey.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah.
It's wet.
Yeah. No, I got, yeah, so what are they now? Just, like,
Well, it's called
A hybrid
It's
type
called they make it. They're called Adidas. It's Adidas now, but it's like it's almost like a form apparently of like a duck, like you know how ducks fur water. I have no idea what I'm talking about here, but the water runs off it. Is what I'm
dude,
trying
I know
to say.
exactly saying because, like, I got NHL jerseys with.
And it,
I would assume.
it like runs off. It's
And you
nice.
can always go like that and it makes a noise.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
know
a little-
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
nice.
No, yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't even, like, just picking that up. It's like, wow, that is.
I remember that year after Junior A was when the Reebok Edge, like Crosby was ahead of
Yeah.
that Reebok Edge.
NHL signed a deal with them and all that stuff.
And like it wasn't the cotton anymore; it was the Reebok Edge stuff, and the Q adapted that. And I was fortunate enough to go to the training camp with the Mooseheads, and that stuff was introduced, like the good stuff. Like the Q still gets some pro stuff. And I remember there was a couple guys that like didn't get it, guys that like were on the team, and they were like complaining. They're like, "This is bullshit. Like, how do I not have the? I'm still wearing. I'm on the team. Why do I have the cotton socks right now?" And like I remember just thinking like, "You unfortunate bastard! Like you mother for your fucking
yeah,
like just like complaining about the socks."
But like, I mean, I sound like a homer, but of all franchises to play for in the Q too, it's like you're playing for the Moose. Like,
Yeah, calm down. But
be excited you're there.
But I just remember being like the last thing I would ever. I remember I got to camp. My name wasn't even like everyone had a name. Like
Where'd you guys your camp at?
Cole Harbor Place.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And I didn't have a name. And I'm like, that's fine. Give me a jersey.
Yeah.
Give me a jersey. I'm fine. Just I don't care if my name's not there. And I remember some guys like complaining about those little things. Like some guy got like a stick order in, and it wasn't the right curve. Like a box of stick waiting for him in his stall.
Yeah.
Opens the fresh batch out, starts flexing it, looks at the curve, and he complained. And I remember just my mind was
I would.
my
never
mind was
have-
blown.
Yeah.
Tyler.
That would be the thing that would be so like, how do you get to that point coming from midget to a point where it's like, I don't like these socks.
That's
I want
why.
these sticks back. It's like you got like, I mean, unless you're a first round draft pick and you're 19 or 18, you've already been drafted or something. I can maybe like you're a little ballsy or like a little cocky, but like that blows me away, man. People would be like that.
Oh, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like I was just so happy to be there.
Did
and
you?
just seeing...
You played games like? Did you? Well, you got the Nova Scotia jersey, right?
Yes. I don't have it, but I played in it. They auctioned them off. And
But did you get to keep any Moosehead jersey for playing any? Did you?
No. Well, when I signed, they gave me a jersey, which is behind there too.
Okay,
I'm pretty
sweet,
sure. But
okay.
they gave me a jersey, and
That's
and,
what I was
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, no, because I was always wondering, like, I wonder if they give boys jerseys for like, if you played 4 Q teams, did you get like? I wonder if they gave you your jersey, like here. Thanks
Nah. The Moose, they were very like.
Well, I guess they'd be higher up than these other teams too. Like they probably have a little more money to dish out and probably can do a little more.
Yeah, you'd be like the rich stay rich by counting their
yeah.
dollars. Like I remember when I got cut, they would just like the trainer would like open my bag and just make sure I wasn't stealing anything. You know, like that
Yeah.
stuff. Like because I could have stole a couple
Pair of
socks, a couple
gloves.
gloves, and
Yeah.
helmet. So like they opened the stuff up. They knew what they were doing. But I've heard of other organizations like up in Lewiston, like their last year. I remember. Well, Sab was there last year, and like, I heard a couple stories up there when the organization's shutting down, and it, you're taking whatever you want.
Well,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, they probably got away with
Yeah,
nice little stuff there.
yeah.
But man, yeah, that's so sick. Because you and Riggis played against each other at the Moose game one night.
We did.
In Halifax.
I think me and him both only played maybe 8 games, and we were
Nonetheless,
fortunate enough
though,
to.
man.
Yeah,
Did you pop anyone? Any goals?
I did. I got 1 goal. Trey Lewis shot it from the
Oh,
point. It tipped off my shin pad, then just somehow landed in front of my stick, and I just backhanded it in. And the defenseman cross-checking me in front was Stephen Woodworth, who billeted with me.
That's right. Woody was living with you in
with
high
the
school,
Halifax,
right?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
right.
When we were at the Halifax Lions.
Yeah.
So he was cross-checking me, hit me, whatever, in the chest, knee, dropped down. I just went like that, went in. And that was my only goal, only point, no assist, only goal. And I remember the cool thing about all of that, like the whole Mooseheads thing and all that shit, was the fact that I got to experience it with my friends and family. Like Alex Burke, you know him?
Yep.
That game with the Battle of Nova Scotia. He drove me to the rink. The game's at 7, you got to be there at 5. Burke got to drive me. If I'm playing in the middle of... if I'm playing in Drummondville,
Yeah. Well, you're not getting that.
You know?
You guys, man, a lot of the high school came out for that game when you and
Yeah,
Riggis played each
I remember. I just remember a lot of people showing. I remember Canada. I was on the bench and I look up and I see a guy in my math class at Halifax West, like just there, and I just remember like looking at him, like laughing, like we don't know each other, but we're just looking, laughing at each other. But I think that was the coolest thing about the Q experience was that I got to experience it with my friends and family.
Yeah.
That was the really, really thing that made it special. Even if it was for 8 games, that was just the best part.
Well, I think a lot of people think it's like, oh, get drafted, go away from the city, like, go somewhere else. But it's like, I think it's like you said, it's those things you forget. Like, your parents can, see you play every night. Your buddies can see you play. You still get to see your buddies. I mean, you're playing for a pretty, sick organization here. So, yeah, it's a good,
Yeah. Well, you look at guys like Barron, Jared Grant,
Well,
even
the
McKinnon.
reputation now they've built is
McKinnon, like
Yeah.
just the guys that actually live here and got to do it,
Yeah.
and get drafted and actually like have careers.
Oh,
Different ball game.
no, yeah, that's well, man, yeah, that place erupted when Nate was there from the Mem Cup, dropped the puck. Was it the Mem
Yeah, it
Cup
was Mem Cup,
finals?
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
he, oh my god, that place erupted for him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like a louder cheer for, and I've heard
Maybe Jody Shelley, because they still
Yeah,
cannot get
at the Mem
enough of
Cup.
him. Yeah. Like that guy is a legend here, like unbelievable. Imagine just being a junior player. And you're like, the city loves you.
The story behind him is crazy. How he was just like living in Yarmouth. Someone was on this podcast, recruited him, and the guy listening is gonna kill me. He was like Sean O'Brien. Someone like recruited him out of Yarmouth, and was like, "Come to Halifax, play junior," and then just the story tells itself.
And then he played a year at Dow or whatever it was.
Yeah, I
and
heard
now
that.
he's working
Columbus.
for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, like man, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I don't know if there was ever. Well, the Moose fans always love their fighters anyway. I mean, you give
Yeah.
me someone back in the day who's going to drop the mitts every game compared to a 50-goal scorer, and the boy dropping his mitts.
It's true.
They're just like Kevin Cormier. Remember him?
Yeah.
He go out there, fall, trip over the blue line, get up, and the crowd go crazy. Crowd go crazy because he's only getting 2 minutes of ice time. He fell down, but he got up, and the crowd couldn't get enough of it.
I remember that was one of the cooler parts of our Pee Wee experience was having Kevin Cameron, Spencer's dad, was
right.
the president of the team at the time. The year we went to Quebec, and just like being able to work out in that gym on a game day with the Mooseheads, and the Mooseheads just come in and say, "Hey, what's up?"
Well, yeah, and
Who
they,
was it that came in
Kevin
and said,
Cormier.
"Yeah, that's
Because I was joking with Kevin Saab about fighting, and he's like, "Hold on a second." He brought back Kevin Cormier, and I remember asking him a question. I was like, "Do you actually hate the dude you fight?" And he was like, and I don't even know how this makes sense because I don't know how old he would have been. He's like, "No." He's like, "Normally I have a beer after the game with someone I fight." He's like, "There's only one guy I hate in this league,"
really."
but he didn't say the name because
Yeah.
I mean, why would you? But like, yeah. So I was always thought to myself like, you had him at 19. Like, what do you mean you're drinking beer after
Yeah.
beer with somebody you fought after
Well,
the
at
game?
the time, you think he's an adult, you know?
Not
like,
only that,
at
but
the
back
time.
then they probably didn't give a shit. You went out there, fought too, have a beer, bud.
You telling me the 16-year-olds back then weren't going to the dome after the games? You know what I mean? Like, they
please.
don't care.
No.
Get in. You're Musa, get in there.
I think that's a perk that you're probably telling the boys from, Boston stuff. Hey, you want to come up to the city and play here? Look at this. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, 100%.
So, no, the Mooseheads are fun. Fun.
Great time.
No, I love it. Yeah, another thing, staple as a childhood.
They got the teddy bear toss coming up on Friday.
Yeah, against Bathurst. Oh, does the restriction come in Friday?
Oh, is the game going to be canceled?
I don't know. It's so sickening. I'm so tired of it, man. I just
Dude.
want it to go away.
If
What
it-
about the Thunderbirds, dude? Like, I was thinking, like, how can a professional team afford to have, like,
Yeah.
they're so awesome. And
They're-
now, like, this could be another, interruption in their season. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like,
What-
yeah.
You do stuff with the team.
Yeah, they give us. Well, it's honestly tough for them to give us access to the players
'cause
because the league is so
the
tough
rights
right now. Well, no, they just won't let. The league won't let. Like when we go down and interview the guys after, it's like
I seen your interview.
10 feet away, and
Yeah, I seen who did you interview the other night.
I don't do it. It's Jordan Mills.
yeah.
But he had like Clark Peterson, Clark
Yeah, he
Peterson
didn't
who had
score.
5
Yeah,
goals.
That's right.
Yeah, he had the
There's-
coach on.
Man, I'll tell you right now, if you haven't been to any of those games, and like you have like,
Yeah.
that's unreal in person to go watch. I actually streamed their last game on
TSN.
ESPN Plus.
Oh yeah.
I got the Fire Stick, and I bought this thing where you get like 1,000 channels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick actually. So I was watching it on ESPN Plus.
Sick.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely electrifying. Like,
Oh, so much
unreal
fun.
sport.
There's
And you grew up playing lacrosse because you
Yeah.
can. Where's your lacrosse? There it is.
Oh
So I
yeah.
remember hockey, you could just bounce it off the ball and like pick it
Oh,
up
yeah.
and stuff.
It's there's a lot of people like me in the city that grew up playing lacrosse, and they look at the Thunderbirds of more than just a lacrosse team. They look at it as a community starter, like a kickstart to maybe like get lacrosse almost like it is in Ontario right now. How it's just huge.
That'd be fantastic.
You know, the Thunderbirds have sentimental value. I think I used that word correctly in this
they
community.
could be making a massive footprint. Massive footprint.
They're making a massive footprint in the city for a lot of people, more than just about the game of lacrosse. It's more of a sense of community because people love, man, the game of lacrosse is it's humbling. I don't know, there's just something about it that makes you feel good when you're done. It's just like it's a humbling game. You know, like there's nothing you can't describe just getting whacked on the arm 8 times
No,
to
yeah.
then shooting a ball and getting it in, and you're like, holy fuck, I just did that. Like you
Yeah.
feel like a superhero or something. I can't explain it.
Well,
it's,
I mean,
it's
just,
a cool game.
It's an unbelievable game. Like
Yeah.
I wish it would become mainstream where I can just watch the games, all the games on TSN, wake up and watch the highlights. I mean, it's such an awesome sport.
Yeah, it's a lot of
so
fun.
awesome.
It's a great time, and I hope, yeah, like you said, I hope COVID takes a hike here, and then we can have like a full championship because the Thunderbirds are good, man. They could actually
So-
compete for a league championship right now.
You know, I like my gambling.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds are favorites to win the league. I
Are
think I
they?
seen them the other day, and this was after they beat Saskatchewan, so that probably changed a little bit. They were $6, and Saskatchewan was the second favorite behind them at like 8. So they have it as obviously a very close matchup. As I mean, it indicated the first night
Yeah,
went to overtime, didn't it?
yeah, it did. But
What
then they
that
dominated.
goalie.
They dominated Toronto the other day.
Did they ever, man? Toronto, they screwed me the other night on a pick because I got carried away. I see the Thunderbirds are there. I started gambling on lacrosse. I took Toronto to beat Albany by 2. They won by 1. It was just it was the whole thing. But yeah, no, I hope I would love for it to become a big thing. It's such a sick sport.
Oh, and like the fans, like it's interesting how I look at the stands, like the audience or fans, and I go, okay, the lower bowl's like kind of packed, and I think, is it not fully packed because of COVID, or is it not fully packed because the city isn't totally on board? Which the city is on board because 2 years ago when COVID wasn't a thing, there was a couple sellouts.
Oh yeah,
Like maybe not total sellouts, but like upper bowl,
I went to a
three
Rock game
quarters
the
full.
first year, and it was the upper bowl was completely full. There's like maybe the last row might have been empty.
So I'm looking at the stands when I'm there when was the last game? Saturday. I'm like, is it not full because of COVID, or is it not full because, I'm still trying to figure it out because it's a great product.
Yeah.
They figured out their
Oh.
kinks through the first year, and everything is smooth. It runs great.
Sick team.
It's a great team. It's a great product. So there's still things I think they're trying to figure out, and I'm trying to figure out too of getting more fans in there.
Well, I think COVID's definitely playing a factor just when you base them off when you go to a Moose game. I mean,
What's Moose attendance like right now?
dude, I don't know what they announced and all that because I mean half the time I'm not really paying attention. But I went to the home opener, and they had the curtains.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
when you have the
that's
curtains in the upper bowl, those are normally for Wednesday night games, Thursday night games.
That's a heartbreaker.
But I mean, I think it's everywhere because I mean, you guys would know from just watching NHL, like Montreal games, Toronto games, like there's a lot of empty seats. I don't know if the tickets are bought or not because every night you see it's a sellout. But I think people, not necessarily the junior level because you can't really watch teams on TV as much, but I think the professional teams, a lot of people just been comfortable staying home watching the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's the world we live in.
yeah, especially now with the way you're seeing like what the doctors are predicting in the future. It's like
What are the doctors predicting in the future?
I seen Rick West had sent out a tweet to everybody for TSN who broke the whole Chicago thing.
Yeah.
He was talking to a specialist that he thinks by December 31st the models are showing like there could be 10,000 cases a day in Ontario, and that the government will have no choice but to tell the fans you can't come to the games. You got to stay home.
But
So,
the games will still happen.
The games will still happen,
but
but
no.
and that's what he's saying. Hope to God he's wrong. Like hopefully
Yeah.
something turns and we get over this. But that's what he's predicting. So I mean it's not doom. That's why I was saying about Hamilton. I hope that happens. So I can still go up there to watch the Leafs because
Yeah.
now I mean can
When's
you
the
really
trip
have
planned?
if the March 20 something is the game.
Oh, so you still got some wiggle room.
Yeah, come on.
Like-
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just worried. Like if there comes January and then they're like, okay, well come February or March, we might do 50% capacity, and it's a Buffalo Sabres home game,
Yeah.
so they jacked up the prices pretty good. Because I mean, they
Yeah,
have to
they
make
all
some
come.
money somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they know the Leaf fans are gonna buy it up that
Yeah.
tickets anyway. So no, I mean it's just a lot of uncertainty. I mean, you know yourself now with some of the hockey tournaments getting canceled, minor hockey.
We were in a meeting today pitching an organizer for the tournament, and mid-meeting he gets a text. He goes, boys, I just got a text, tournament's canceled, because the government of Nova Scotia put out a tweet today about the restrictions. So like,
Yeah, we're gonna get into that more,
Yeah.
how it affects everything later.
so
but
we're like mid-meeting, and then just boom, meeting over. All right, boys, see you later. All right, thanks for coming.
It's like I guess the one thing. I mean, we've already been through this once. If this was to happen, so hopefully. But I mean, the worst part about this is just the uncertainty because, like, obviously they can't do it. But if you could just say, like, give me a time frame, you know what I mean? You can kind of live with that. You can kind of have something to look forward to. But when you don't know what the end is, it's just depressing.
Yeah.
It really is. And I mean, just being able to go to the Moose games again this year, being able to go to a Thunderbirds game, it was just so fun.
Yeah.
And now to potentially have that.
Taken away.
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun and all, but if you go back to like the Moose games with 2,500 people in there, it's not even remotely the same.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Moosehead game with 2,500 people.
They
It must
have
feel empty.
Well, dude, it is. I mean, that's a big building, right? I mean, this is like 2,500. I mean, that sells out a few Q rinks up in Quebec, right? So,
I wonder if Bobby still has to pay full rent there.
dude, well, they're just playing the games there now.
Yeah, but I don't know how much it is to rent a game per game.
Well,
there.
he
Just
would have to get it for the whole year too. So I mean,
I wonder if he got a discount.
they have to, because I mean, they're making money off the concessions, the rink. So they must have the
Yeah.
deal worked out where both parties have to be.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't be asking them to play premium price when
Yeah.
what else you're going to make your money from?
Yeah, like I wonder if the price of when they won the M Cup that year, where they sold out almost every game, to the price this year, there must be a difference in rent.
Oh, I'm sure, like, going by, there must be something where it's like the percentages work out a certain way. You might have to kick in a
Yeah.
little more or whatever. I'd love to know. Like, I know you would never find out. I would love to know what the Moose made that year.
I heard the new scoreboard was paid for by that year.
Oh, well, do you remember when they bought that new inflatable Moose for them to come on the ice to?
Yeah,
But the goddamn thing took up the whole,
Yeah, it
the
was
whole
huge.
offensive zone.
it was obnoxious.
They canned that. Well, it's like, I'm sorry, but we don't need these people jumping on this thing to flag it Journo Canada. Like, literally jumping
You got
on
Bobby
it.
Mack out there trying to do his job.
Dude, when I was doing the volunteering back in the day and we were doing it like for Eastlink and we'd have the cords, they'd get us in on it. They'd be like high schooler who's like holding a cord in the back. We'd be like, we need you to hold down one of these sides.
We need more weight. Yeah, so they canned that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I remember they used to blow the smoke out, and sometimes you'd have to wait a couple minutes because the smoke would
Those were
still
the
be-
days, though. Those were the
That's
days.
just old school junior hockey trial and error. We
Dude,
live and learn.
There's a part of me that wishes I could experience one more hockey game where people were allowed to smoke in the building. I just want to experience one more game where there's cigars. Not necessarily
For
cigarettes.
what reason in particular?
Because just the smell, like there's something
It's
about
grit.
Like if you go into the Forum, you can still smell the cigarettes and you can still smell the smoke.
The form is just a beauty.
There's just something about like if you go back and watch old footage of a hockey game and you see people smoking in the stands, it just
Hacking the darts.
it does something. It does. I love it.
Well, now you look up and people are vaping. Instead.
Yeah, that's true.
People are hiding their vapes in their sweaters.
Well, it's funny. I'm
Come
so
on.
happy you brought up the forum because I forget who I was talking. I think I might have been talking to my brother the other day about this. Is like the best thing about the forum was because we'd always go with my grandfather because he would go to the junior A games when they were like the old exports back in the day.
Fuck, the best games.
So he'd always give us money, but we would always take the money beforehand and say, "No, we're going over to the Superstore. We'll come back and then we're going to get our ticket." Forum, you just walk in the back door, and if security caught you, that's okay. You go and come back on the Zamboni door. If they caught you there,
Go back
you go to
around.
the third door and you're in.
Yeah.
The form, I don't know. I absolutely love that rink, man. That like just sneaking in pints. Like there's just it's a beautiful, beautiful barn.
Like you'd have a hockey game going on in the Forum.
Yeah.
You'd have a rap concert in the Bingo Hall, and then you'd have an old timers game going on at the Civic, and then you just rotate
And you
through.
know what?
Joel Santana would be at the Bingo
Remember
Hall.
that? Were we practicing one day or something?
Joel Santana was walking through with like a $1 million chain, and we're walking.
I have no idea who these people are. Like, I'm not a huge rap guy. It's like, who the fuck is this? Like, what is going on here? Because I had no idea. I thought it was like, who dressed like that for bingo? Like,
I didn't know what to watch. Like it was a great game in the Forum. Joel Santana, security was terrible there. You easily could have got in there.
oh, for a
Like
joke.
if you grew up in that area, like of the Forum,
And going to the events?
you knew how to get in.
Oh.
Either one, if you didn't know how to get in, you knew the security guard, or you had a buddy that knew the security guard who you'd go in with. Like there was always just a way.
You just bought the one
there's just-
ticket.
there's
You got
all-
the
yeah.
stamp and then come out, give your buddy the half ticket. It was just.
It's like Atlantic Playland. There's a bunch of rides. You just go in circles. Where are you going? What
Oh,
venue are
man.
you going to?
Dude, I remember my brother went to like a concert there, a Sean Kingston concert, and he said like after he was walking through like the part where you go from the Civic to the Forum, and Sean Kingston and his friends were just hanging out in there. They're like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "You want a picture?" They're like, "Oh, okay."
They
It's
asked
like
Sean
the ra-
Kingston asked your brother if he wanted a picture.
Yeah,
with
they were
you.
walking through,
Could
and they
you
were like,
imagine your
"Yo."
brother were like, no, I don't like.
Dude, it was that part, literally what you're talking about, right in between the
Where they-
Forum and the Civic,
yeah,
where they like.
the Zambonis and stuff?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the upper part, man, where the canteen is, and you can
And
see
they got the-
down.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope they never tear that place down.
They better not.
I just if they do,
We ride if they do.
if they do, I just don't want to be alive for it. That's all.
No,
Like,
I
just-
mean, well, what do they do there now, though? I mean, Smew's gone.
skate. They got a great
Dallas-
skate sharpener.
Oh my god, that guy's a legend.
Johnny? I don't know who
Yeah.
it is now.
My old man broke into that skate sharpener.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if you should be saying that.
No, he was.
It's settled.
Oh yeah, he. Michael Clark was getting his skate sharpened,
Great hockey player.
but Buddy left.
So he did it himself.
Couldn't get his skates out of the shop because Buddy went for 15 minutes or whatever, like going to get a coffee, whatever
Smoke,
it may
yeah,
be.
yeah.
So the old man and Michael's dad boosted the old man up to the top.
Oh.
Yeah. Through the toilet. Yeah. He went through it and ended up in the skate sharpener. So
Wait, did he fall through or he got?
I don't know if he fell like hard through or like, but he obviously, got through to get down there.
He couldn't just wait 15 minutes.
Well, I don't know what happened, right? So it wasn't our team. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't even there, I don't think. So yeah, that happened, and then got the skates and like whatever he did, threw the motor, whatever, gave them to and so then I was thinking like, well, how did you get out? I mean, he got a boost in there, and he's like, no, the skate sharpener guy came back.
Didn't care.
No, we let him out, and the little bit of damage, I guess I don't know. I think someone gave him like whatever the damage was. I think Michael Clark's dad did because it's like, sorry,
What
but
a
like we had to get my
story.
son's skates and all that. Yeah, so he
You can make your way around in that form Civic if you're willing to work. Like if you're willing to crawl through a space. You ever Jai Arab story about sneaking into the Forum to see Bobby Orr play when the Boston Bruins came here?
Oh no!
They'd climb up the pipe and go through the window up
Yeah,
at the
the
top.
window's up top.
Before they put the cages. The reason the cages are there now
because of those people.
because of with Jai and his buddies trying to sneak through. If he
Well,
fell,
it's
he
just stuff
if
like
he
that.
fell, he could have died. But
Well,
they didn't
friggin'
care.
rights.
Like they went up and just did it.
And I've heard stories like when people like jumping, climbing up, and going in, jumping into the canteen, and just grabbing like emptying the fridge out, emptying
yeah.
the chocolate bars,
Yeah.
chips, all that
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, the Forum too. I mean, you can run from the police for 10 years in there. Just
Well, if you grew up there and you
Yeah.
know the nooks and crannies.
it's a beauty. Like I tell you, it's unfortunate nobody's occupying. I mean, I guess Dow.
No, man, like Dow's there. Like
Yeah,
they're-
Dow is there, aren't
Like
they?
the women's team, the men's
What
team.
women's team do we have?
Dow women's
Oh,
team.
sorry.
Dow
Yeah,
women's
yeah,
team.
yeah.
The Macs are there. There's a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
the
minor
Macs are
hockey.
there,
Like it's a
yeah.
good like the practice facility there. Like any rink in Halifax is going to be used.
Yeah.
But it's starting to become prime location for like buildings and shit. For like because
Dude, everywhere you look in the city,
yeah,
stuff's
and
going
it's
on.
like that's prime.
And I don't think we're ever going to get a rink, well, you're junior with those dimensions. Small ice. Like the blue line looks like it's from the top of the circles it in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just, what a place. What a place. And to watch hockey back when they went junior A, they line brawl. Jumping on the glass, watching, like shaking them.
See Anton Mason just like grabbing someone.
Dude.
Just like until you're like, I'm gonna play this one day, junior A. How? And you just talk about like a shift from like 2007
Yeah.
to like 2010 when I played. You're just like, what?
No, those guys were, like, they would look like scary dudes. Like Mark Cody back in the day.
Yeah.
Like Kirk Forrest played for them for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, like, they're killers out there, man.
Oh.
Like, they drop you in a heartbeat. Like,
Well, not when I played. When I
No.
played, it wasn't like as tough. But I remember like getting like after the max practices, you'd go over to the Forum where the Lions were playing, and that was like 2007, 2008, and it was like still rough. You're just like, how the fuck? Am I
no,
gonna-
100%. And you're like, holy shit. Like, imagine Major 2. It's like, man,
Yeah.
I could potentially be in these guys next year.
Yeah.
Like, Christ. And I mean,
But there was a shift. Like there was like a softness shift that year after. It was like 2009, 10. Like a lot of those tough guys left,
well, I
and
think
then it
the
became more
rules,
skilled.
yeah, the rules kind of change and kind of get rid of that stuff. I mean, you know yourself back in the day, the Mooseheads always had their fourth line was always filled with at least two fighters.
Yeah.
You know, like Justin Sonia, the little guy would dropping people. I mean, but I mean, the game's just completely changed. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess come junior, you didn't really have to. Cause I don't know. I mean, you gotta give props to those 16-year-old kids that somehow did that back in the day.
I know.
Like could survive a whole season.
Yeah.
Like imagine the shit Crosby had to deal with. Nate. Imagine what they do with 16 with goofs on the road, like just trying to do greasy stuff.
That's if Sid ever comes on here, that's the stuff I want to talk to him about. Is like,
Oh,
how
dude.
did you stay level-headed during all your time? Not even Q, like
I can
out in
see,
Shattuck,
yeah.
even Cole Harbor. Like imagine, look at what I'm not comparing Steven to Crosby, but like, the shit Steven had to kind of go through with like the parents and all
Oh
that
man,
shit.
even like shit, yelling at him.
It's
and
just like
stuff.
I can't believe what Crosby had to go through.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah, and I mean, I give Nate props too because I mean everybody knew he was going to be a superstar. He plays in his city, wins a Mem Cup in his city, and he doesn't let it go to his head. He just keeps on getting better and better and better and better. Yeah, so those two are just on a whole new,
Something different.
level.
There's different. They got different. They're
built different.
They're built different.
They are. It's a mentality that clearly they have.
Yeah.
Oh well, you probably heard on Spit and Chicklets when they said Crosby and Nate were racing. I think Nate told the story.
Oh yeah.
And Nate got ahead of him on the hill, and Crosby fell, and Crosby tripped him.
Yeah. They're
It's
sickos.
like, it's like you're not beating me, bud.
Yeah.
Like,
There's like, but that's like that mentality. That's like.
yeah, that's what has to happen. Belanger on the course with those two. Don't. We're gonna get it done.
Okay.
We're gonna get it done.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean that'd be because you got a lot of publicity for that, McKin. Like
We were on the NHL website front cover for a day. It was
That's
like
so
they
sick.
was like they were quoting from the High Button podcast. It was the best fucking. It was
And
the
I seen
best week.
Altitude Sports in the States had a
Yeah.
couple of your quotes and stuff.
it
Yeah,
was a
that was a
good week.
huge catch, man. Yeah, Sid's
Holy
next.
shit.
Sid's next.
This is next. How much time are we at right now?
Hour 15.
Hour 15. I gotta go mic someone up at 8:30.
Time flies, boys. No, I'm fine.
7:30 right now. Oh, man, I wish we could stay and have a couple more beer. What time are you getting picked up at?
I got a cabin at my buddy's house
Where's your buddy living?
on just by Joe Howe.
Okay, you're good. So sorry, that mic'd up is at 8:30 at RBC.
What's that place like?
Same as BMO.
Exact same layout and shit.
Exact same. Smells a bit different. But that's about it.
That's one thing I miss is the Dalhousie rink. The smell
Oh, that wood
of
roof.
Dalhousie. I don't know what it was, dude.
It was
Could've
the
been-
roof. It was the roof. There's
Fuck, that was-
mahogany, oak,
Oh,
pine.
do you remember that? Would you
Yeah.
have been playing there at all?
No.
Yes, I did. I had early
He got
morning
so
practice
upset.
there when I was in Adam.
I was there once, and I'm telling you right now, I
No.
smelt it.
Early morning practice, buddy. Like the 6:30 a.m.
There was
one.
always
they're the
early morning
worst.
practices there for some
Yeah.
reason. Like they were selling ice at 4 a.m.
Dude, we were like a Bedford like team going out every Sunday morning. Oh,
If I was a
That's
parent, I'd be
brutal.
like, no, I'm not taking my kid on a Sunday morning
know.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Halifax for
Yeah.
a practice.
No.
Give your head a shake.
yeah, my dad definitely couldn't have been happy about
We're buying a
that.
team bus.
Find a team bus.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, Coleman, I gotta let you go. I can't believe it took this long to get you on here.
No,
but
it's fun.
Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, I
Don't
prefer
wanna-
Jeff not to be taking his little shots either. If you can have a little
Next
chit-chat
time,
with him
next
off
time
to
we'll
the
talk
side.
about the Blue Jays. We'll be on the same page.
Yes, exactly. Or I mean, yeah, yeah, it's true.
I heard they're gonna be
Lonzo's-
good next year. Let's not go down there. I heard that'll be
Yeah.
the next podcast. Blue Jays.
Yeah.
That'll be my next heartbreak. Oh, I guess the Leafs will be next on the Jays.
All right. Do you want to say hi to anyone? Shout out. Say to your boss. Give
No.
me nothing.
No.
Go Team Canada.
Oh, Merry Christmas to the Blondes. Lisa, and your old man's name is Christian, correct? I remember.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah, and your younger brother Sebastian.
Sebastian.
I remember the crew. So Merry Christmas to the Boulanges.
We added another one. We got Rhett, or not Rhett. That was my old dog's name, Levi.
Oh shit! I thought you
got-
were going to say like a daughter or
no,
somebody
no,
said
no.
duh.
Yeah. We got
Oh.
Levi.
Oh, I think every family should have a dog. Their
Yeah, Levi's great.
dogs are incredible.
Doesn't shed, doesn't bark. Great dog.
Couldn't ask for
Labradoodle.
anything better.
He's the best.
Beauty.
Cuddle monster.
Love it.
Happy holidays to your family
Yes,
as
you
well.
too, Jeff. You too, Justin.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas. Go Canada for the World Juniors.
Everyone listening, thank you very much for tuning in once again. We appreciate the support so much. Thanks again to the sponsors, Generous United, CryptoVantage. None of this is possible unless you guys are downloading, unless you guys are clicking like, unless you guys are sharing, all that good stuff. All right, we are out. Enjoy the week. It's Monday. Have fun. Work hard. We are out. Peace.
Oh yeah, it's Monday.